Hello and welcome to Heart Wisdom. This is the general reading for Aquarius for August 2020. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Angela and I'm an intuitive empath, and I'll be posting readings for the first time this month. Hooray! I'm so excited to be sharing these readings with you. And I'm going to be posting weekly and monthly general readings going forward. If you want to find out more about me or my private session, please go to my website heartwisdom.uk. My aim with these readings is to help you to overcome challenges and limitations so that you can be more heart-centered and to bring more love and compassion into your life. I've pre-shuffled the cards, but I'm going to shuffle them again whilst I focus on your energy, my dear Aquarius. My readings consist of 4 cards, and each position has its own meaning, which I'll come to in a moment. By the way, I don't work with reversals, and I deal the cards so that they face you so you can see them properly. Just going to shuffle a bit further. And just to remind you, this is a general reading, so it won't resonate with everyone. But I hope because you're tuning in that there'll be something here for you. Okay, ready now. So we have animals, lovely, commitment, water, and hope. Interesting spread, my dear Aquarius. Okay, so the first position where we have animals, this relates to the current challenge or obstacle that you're facing. The second position, commitment, this relates to contributory factors or a cause of the challenge. The third position, which is water, that this relates to a potential solution. And the fourth and final position, which is the underlying energy for the reading, is hope. Okay. I'm just going to take a moment to look at the cards. I'll be right back. Well, my dear Aquarius, I've had time to look at your cards, and it's an interesting spread. Now, obviously, because it's a general reading, there are different ways to interpret the cards. They can be interpreted individually or as a whole. And I do a mixture of both. Sometimes I just go for the cards individually, and sometimes I do an overall general. And in your case, I'm going to do both, a mix of the two. So this card in the centre of the spread is standing out most strongly for me. And it speaks of commitment, and the fact that it's in the position of contributory factors. I think that there's someone here who fears commitment, and that's quite typical of Aquarius, if I'm honest. It can be difficult to get into feelings for Aquarians, and interesting that we have water here, which speaks of the emotional realm. So the animal card, which to me speaks about animalistic behaviour, instinctual, not thinking of consequences, being free, and perhaps that's how you prefer to be. But sometimes if we want to have a deep and meaningful relationship, we have to get into our feelings and make that commitment. Otherwise, the relationships don't last. Now, the hope in the underlying position speaks of you being hopeful that this situation, this relationship will work out, will be successful. And the cards are saying to you that yes, there can be success with relationships if you're willing to make the commitment, if you're willing to dive in to the water, to your feelings, and allow them to flow, rather than remaining aloof and detached from your feelings. Try to be more like an animal that doesn't bear grudges, doesn't hold on to feelings. Quite often animals in nature, when they've had a traumatic experience, they will stand still and shake. And the physical shaking and vibration is actually the release of that negativity. And perhaps that's something that you need to do as well. I don't mean physically stand and shake, but to let go of past hurts, because I have a feeling that someone here who was let down, and possibly let down quite badly in the past, and that's hindered them from being able to make commitments going forward in their lives. But the overall spread is very reassuring to me, and if you listen to the message, then you can move forward with this. And you don't just need to hope that this will work, you can actually believe that it will work. Okay, that's all I have for you today, Aquarius. An interesting reading, and if you want to go deeper or know more, then you can book a private session with me from September. The booking system will be on my website in the next week or so. Thank you so much for joining me, and do check out the weekly readings as well. I look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, may your heart be your guide. Love and light. Namaste.